What is up, Tempo family? It's your girl Tiana here. Happy Wednesday. Today, our featured tempo artist is Miss Tanya Stephens from Jamaica, who released her music video, Not Today, now airing on Tempo. And for those watching who are interested in having their music video aired on the Caribbean's @1 entertainment channel, the MTV of the Caribbean, you can submit your music video to me directly at tcolbert@temponetworks.com, and I will help you get your music video featured across the Caribbean and tri-state area, reach the masses, and get your music video the exposure that it truly deserves. Tanya Stephens, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And I want to start by asking, are you a classically trained singer, or is your singing voice a God-given gift? Because you have incredible vocal range and your voice has such a classy tone to it.
No, I'm neither. I think I'm neither of those. I just talk a lot, and that's the practice I got.
That's interesting. How has your singing evolved over the years? When did you begin singing?
I started singing when I was in my late teens. I really started writing in my early teens, and then I started singing in my late teens. And back then, my vocals were, I think, thinner, higher pitched. I remember in the early days, I would sing JC Lodge songs in cabaret. Now I think my tone is much rougher. I'm registering at low keys. I've grown up.
And that's the beauty
my voice
of
has
it.
grown up.
It's such a unique sound. You know it's Tanya Stephens when you're singing and no one else. You don't sound like anyone else. You sound like your own person.
Well, that's good.
Can you tell us about the meaning behind the very first scene of the music video, where you're being asked, are you going to give us any? What exactly does that mean?
Well, there's an incident that has come up a lot over the last few years. When Barbados had their Life in Leggings movement, and the US had the Me Too movement, and I got involved in the conversation, and I shared my own experiences with sexual violence. And people have been pressing me to give a name, and I'm saying the name is insignificant at this point because I can't press charges. And they say, oh, but if you give us a name, we'll know who to avoid. No, avoid them all. Because one you know isn't the only one. So you need to actually have your guard up all the time, not just with a name that I give, which will make you more relaxed around other people. But the thing is that people keep pressing for that. And for me, that is the epitome of everything that's bad about media. For people in public life. And I am just saying no to all of it. I'm saying no to all of the bad parts. I have no problem with media. I want to be able to see other people's stuff, and media gives me the opportunity to see other people's stuff beyond mine. So it's not that I don't want media to exist, but the bad parts of it, where you start prying into people's personal lives, and when you start trying to put people in boxes, and you start trying to make people's lives uncomfortable, I'm not here for any of that. So that this was me just saying, not today. Not today, Satan. Not today. You are you.
Wow, that's a really powerful meaning. Wow, I just learned so much. This is really deep. So this is a very meaningful music video that has a positive or a message. It's like awareness to this issue, and setting boundaries and protecting yourself. Not today,
Definitely.
So what was the songwriting process like for Not Today?
Well, the vibe was easy. I love the beat, by the way. Big up Israel Vibration, same song. And this was my producer's pick. The beat was actually my producer's pick. And the moment I listened to it, I've known this song for years, but the moment I heard it, it just put me in such a relaxed state of mind. It made me feel good. And I felt like this was what I wanted to say on it. So it wasn't really very hard to write, but it was hard to get the emotion right. I could write the words easy, but the emotion, that took a while. So this I think this was the longest song to write of the whole project. Even though it was the easiest song. But yeah, just getting it right, getting the right emotions there, and making sure it's clear that I am in a no nonsense state. This is my space. I'm going to take myself out of this toxic space, and I'm going to where it's good for me.
Yeah.
And I think we got it. I think we got it.
You did a good job getting that message across.
Thank you.
Where was this music video shot? Because this landscape is so beautiful.
Right? I love this space. What's the name of it again? It was shot in Boone Hall, in outskirts of Kingston.
And how did it help tell the story? Why did you guys pick this location to do this music video?
That's a comfortable spot for me. I really like the landscape. It's beautiful. It fits what we're trying to say. That's a kind of space that I would easily escape to and feel the way I describe in the song. And that's how I felt when we were doing the video. It's some place that you can just go lie down and forget that world.
Space.
Yes, you really go there and forget that the world can have some bad things in it. Like, the world is not bad, but there are some bad things in it, And when you get into a place like this one, you have the opportunity to forget that for a moment and just live and just be and just exhale. That's what the space meant.
And what's the symbolism of the book you were reading in the music video?
I wish they would have shown the title. I think they didn't show the title.
I saw it.
You saw the title?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good book. Well, it's a book about getting out of your own head, getting out of your own way, and reversing many of the toxic traits that have been given to you, getting rid of bad habits, coming into you. And that's what it's really about. And that's what the song is about too. Throwing out things which don't work, not being afraid to say no. This is not for me. I don't want this. I don't want you, and I don't want that which you bring. And that's what the book is about.
Well said. You speak in truth. And what was the symbolism of the dream catcher hanging from the tree? Was there meaning behind that?
Well, I love dream catchers. I make them.
Me too.
And that's one I'm in the process of making. I still haven't finished it. No.
I actually have one.
Yeah, I love them. Oh, I love them. I love them. I love them. Yes. But I love the symbolism of the dream catcher. And even whether you think it works or not is beside the point for me. The fact is, what it symbolizes is really good. It's supposed to be catching the bad dreams before they get to you. It catches nightmares.
Yes.
And I used to suffer from nightmares a lot. And it's not the dream catcher that fixed that. Therapy helped. But what it symbolizes is getting beyond the nightmares, catching the nightmares and being protected from them. And I love that. I love that. So I want them all around me.
And what was your favorite part of this particular music video shoot?
Ooh, the last part. Lying down with a fire nearby and drinking some wine and just chatting and laughing. That is me.
Shot.
That is me. Yeah, that was my favorite part.
So you put your heart and your soul into this.
It really does reflect me completely. It does.
It has a very raw and authentic feeling to it.
I'm happy you got that. Because we didn't want to be overstyled. So I found my own clothes. We didn't want anything about it to be synthetic or contrived. We wanted it to be natural, because this is what I'm talking about. Getting away from all of that and just being myself. And that's what I was. You
looked very relaxed. Like you weren't trying to be anyone. You're just chilling. Not today.
Hey,
taking your space.
Not today. I'm my favorite person to be. I'm the only person to be for me.
And what's your experience been in the music industry as a female recording artist?
I wouldn't know, because I've never been in the music industry as a female recording artist. I've only been here as an artist.
Okay.
I've never really attached the female part to me, because I come to work every day as a thug. I'm a musical thug. I'm not, there's nothing wrong with being a girl, by the way. I'm completely in love with being myself. myself. There's nothing wrong with that. But when I work in a gender neutral space, like music, because music doesn't do gender. Maybe musicians do. Maybe people in the administrative parts of music do gender, but music itself doesn't care. It doesn't care who you are. So when I come to work, I bring my creativity, I bring my talent, my skills, and that's all I do all day, every day. If you tell me I'm good for a girl, I'm gonna say, show me the guy. Show me the guy who I should be mindful of. You know, it's not about being male or female. Just be bad.
I love that perspective. What's the best piece of advice that you've received in your career as an artist?
Best piece of advice. Wow. Honestly, I think the best piece of advice came from Freddie McGregor, because when I just
Really?
came into, yes, when I just came in, I love Freddie. When I just came into music, every older artist or more established artist that I ran into had a bag of things to tell me. Some of them I couldn't even relate to. But Freddie, when I met him, he said, "My girl, I love you. I love what you do. You're different. Keep being yourself. You don't need to listen to nobody." So big up yourself, Freddie. I love you.
And what other projects are you working on right now that our audience can look forward to over the next year or so?
Oh wow, we are in the middle of working on a partnership between Aurelio Martinez from Honduras, via Belize, and myself, and we're combining Garifuna Paranda music with my reggae dancehall flavor. Just a beautiful fusion, and I can't wait to share that. And I'm talking some Garifuna too, badly, but
And where can our viewers purchase your music?
so my latest album is called Some Kind of Madness, and it was released by Tad's Record. So it's on their website, but it's on every streaming platform. Anywhere music is sold, it's there. Whether Tidal, Spotify, everywhere, Apple Music, it's everywhere.
And what's the best piece of advice that you could give to an aspiring artist who's watching you right now?
Wow, I think I would give them the same advice that Freddie gave me that I love so much. Be you, be yourself, and don't listen to too much advice, because what works for Tanya Stephens might not work for you. You're
Very
the first
true.
you. You're not the second anybody else.
And where can our followers follow you on social media to keep out with your new songs coming out?
On Instagram, it's I am Tanya Stephens. Same for TikTok. I am Tanya Stephens. And on Twitter, it's Tanya_Stephens. On Facebook, it's just Tanya Stephens.
And is there anyone on your team that you'd like to give a shout out to before we wrap it up?
I want to shout out to my entire team. Big up Tad's Records. Um, Big up junior Tads and senior Tads for being the best facilitators for music. And big up to my personal small team, JJ and Kelly. Enough love.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Tanya. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Same here. Oh yeah, big up Brian Greenspoon, my PR.
You gave me so much perspective, and I learned a lot from the deeper meaning behind the song and the message. It's beautiful, and you have an exceptionally beautiful voice. I was listening to your song before we did the interview because it's that good, and it was just making my morning.
Thank you.
So
thank you. I'm happy.
Today is airing on Tempo right now, so you can watch it there during our music video blocks throughout the day, every day. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again, Tanya.
You're welcome.